Well, we're going to start in a whole different book, and I have been coloring actually in the other book. It's across the room right now, but I am Botanicum by Maria Trolle. It's a special edition, and what beautiful paper this is. I don't know why I've been hesitant to get started, but I chose to do this bowl of cherries and a little bird, which I've already done one little cherry. And we're going to use our Prisma pencils. Let's see, I'm missing one. Which one? Two, and then my dark one. There we go. So we're going to be using, for the cherries, Cardinal Red 926, Crimson Lake 925, Crimson Red 924. I'm going to use some Cool Gray 30%, 1061, and then just a little bit of Expresso 1099. So we're going to be doing a whole bunch of cherries, and I've done one just to make sure I could do it, and it's really not too hard. So we're going to start out with our Crimson Red, which is our lightest color, and all we're going to do is just very lightly start out by going all around. And we don't have to press hard or anything. We're just going to lightly start the outline. And then we're going to leave some white spots. So you could very lightly draw, which would be easy enough to do. Very lightly, 2 spots. These cherries have a spot, but we're going to leave a little more. And this little spot can be left too if you want to, because we're just going to work these cherries. Just a little bit. Just kind of filling it in. And I'm just going to stay away from the light spots. So now I'm going to switch to my next darkest color, which is my Crimson Red 924. And again, I'm going to start down here at the bottom. And I'm just going to start working each one of these little cherries. And just gently go around it. Look how pretty and darker it's getting already. We're going to stay away from our white spots. Now, on the other page are plums. And we'll be doing these plums too. And the leaves. And you'll see that the same technique is really used on both. We just use different colors. I used to do so many toll painting fruits. I love doing the fruits. Okay, I'm just staying away from my light spots for now. Now let's switch. We got one more darker color. We're going to go to Crimson Lake, and we're going to go all around the edges. Down here, especially where it's going to get darker. Because we want this to be like a little shadow down here, but not to worry. We have a couple of other pencils that we're going to get things darker and darker with. Okay, so now I'm going to take our Cool Gray 1061 and I'm going to lightly cover these spots. This is going to help keep our light spot like that. I'm going to go ahead and take our Expresso. It could be any dark color. This is $10.99, and I'm going to go right down in here because this is the spot that I really want it to be dark. I want that cherry, that deep red filling to pop out of this cherry right down in here. Because when we make our other cherries that are going to be redder, we're going to let them shine. So now I'm just barely touching that. And I'm going to make a little highlight right in here. Just barely touching it. I just want it a little dark. You know how a cherry kind of dents in on one side? That's all we're doing. We're just giving it that little dent. So now I'm switching back to my Crimson Lake. And I'm just going to go deep in here. The little doggy outside has found something to bark about. And he's standing right outside my window. So we're just going to keep going over and over this. Just like that until we get this deep in there. We do not want to go over our little light spots. We're just starting to make them smaller. And there we go. Okay, so now we're going to take our lighter, the lightest one, that's the Crimson Red. And I'm just going to barely go over my highlighted spots. And I'm going to take my gray again. And this time I'll be able to give it another little shot. We're getting our colors and the wax down in here much better. Okay. So you just want to keep switching back and forth now around the outer edge, down into here. We're just making it darker. We're letting that pencil kind of build up. Okay. Oh, our little doggy friend must have found what he was looking for. Or ran it off, huh? So then I take my little eraser usually, because there's just a little tiny bit around the edges. One more go around with my lightest color. All I'm doing is kind of burnishing it in. And I'm going to take my white. And I'm just going to give it a little shadow like that. Because it's kind of disappeared on me. Which happens. And you do have to work these things. They're not going to just going just back over the darkest parts. A little bit. Then I'm going to add my color back in to make it. Okay. Now let's do it again on this next one here. Let's see if we can. Whoops, it went right over that stem. I'm just going to pull this color around and around. And I think this time, let's do it. I'm going to put some white on where I want my highlights. And we'll keep it nice and light for when we come back. Okay. Oh, that's all you're going to do is keep. I don't think I'm going to use the gray. I'm going to use the white. So we're just going to go from one color to the next. Just come in a little bit more and a little bit more. The more you practice these, the easier we're going to get them. I want to have a little light, not to be square. It was looking kind of square. And now I'm just coming with the very darkest color, and I'm staying right on the edge. The darkest red that you have, which is the Crimson Lake. Okay. And then we're going to take our darkest color here. And I just want to come down into this. A little bit in here behind this leaf. Okay, and right along the stem. And I'm going to take my lightest color and I'm going to barely go over that. I'm going to just kind of go over this darker color with the lightest color, and it's going to turn it, instead of a dark shade, it's going to just turn it a lighter shade. Okay, that's better. Let's take our little white, see if we can lighten that up. Just keep working it until you get it where you like it. So when we're putting the white underneath and then we're smearing the lightest color on the top, we're actually, it's giving it a lighter cherry color, and it's blending it all together. So I'm going to get the very edge of this leaf cleaned up here. Let's see if I can go down that stem. Looks like I did okay. So let me try one more time. There's still just a little bit. You see where it's just a little bit dark yet? I was going to see if you guys are close enough. Okay. Let me bring it down just a little bit. See if you can see better. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do this whole bowl of cherries on line. I'm going to do a few of them, and then I'll do the rest off camera. Then we'll work on the bird tonight and the bowl. So one or the other is probably going to take a little bit of time. There we go. So I'm going to take I'm trying to read the S-E-L, celadon green. It's 120. And I'm going to go over this just to give it where are we going next? Right here. I'm going to go over this because it'll help keep my little leaf green. I didn't have to do that, did I? That's okay. Let's do this one. And then we're going to come in and we're going to do some fun stuff with these leaves, make them pretty like that one up there. Oops. I just want to do all the stems that are in the cherry box. Okay. So now where's... I just want it to look like a cherry with a little highlight on it. All right. So we could do this one. We're just going to go over the edge real good with this lighter color. We'll just leave that little bit of light up there. Right there. Okay. Let's switch to our next star. Is it the crimson? All right, we're going to do the crimson red next. I'm just going to come down here in this little petal, this little hole. And I want to keep this bright. Okay. This is the crimson lake. Now I'm going to come in with my white, just this little spot right there. Just give it a little whack. Now this is going to take practice. I'm practicing as I'm talking to you of how to do this. And I went over the edge, but I'm just going to stay right along the edge here. And I'm going to bring back my lightest color. And I just want to blend this darkest color a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to come with my eraser. Get it off of my leaf. Sometimes the hardest thing is to erase it without erasing what you did. Okay. He's peeking through there and he's looking happy, right? Let's do this one in front. So we're just using our light red again. I'm just going to go in there. We can use this light spot. This is nice paper to work with. I am going to test it out for some intense pencil work, the watercolors, and see how that goes. And we'll next time try that. I think the secret is with most of this is just don't get too much water. Use too much water, you're going to really crinkle your pages. So just do it slow, and just a little bit of water at a time. I mean, like I would do just some small areas to see how it's going to work. I'm going to leave that light area right around that corner, and I'm going to come in with my dark gray. Just barely. Well, it's going to be hard to get that little wrinkle in there. Let's try it. All you got to do is bring up a dark line. Make it a little bit thick, like our V's, right? And then come back over it with our light color. And I'm going to come ahead and come over this dark line right there. I'm going to press hard and see if we can blend that a little bit. Now let's give it this a little bit of color. you go back over it with the white, it just gives a lighter. That needs to be darkened for sure. And right along the edge here. These are just time-consuming little projects when you have a bowl full of cherries. It's just going to take a little time. Just keep working on it until you get it to where it looks like a bowl of cherries. Darken it in some spots. See? And leave it light in others. And that's just a matter of practice to see how you like it. Okay, let's do another one, and then we're going to work on the bowl. Okay. Oh, let's see. Let's do this one. Do I get the right pencil? No. Okay, I'm going to take my light. My lightest one. Now this paper's got a little bit of, it's like, it almost feels like there's little creases, little tiny creases in it. But they cover up okay. But it's a nice thickness. It's got a nice feel to it. It's easy to color on. I ordered me another book. I know. I was watching somebody and I shouldn't have been. Do a little review on it, and I thought those little animals are so cute. So I just don't like doing witches and all of this uglier stuff in the books. Doesn't bother some people, I know. But for me, it's just not me, and I'm just... So when I find just a cute little book, I think, oh my gosh. And so many of them, you go through it, and next thing you know, there's more. And I'm not above tearing pages out of my book or gluing them together. I don't watch scary movies. I don't watch any of that stuff. I don't like it. Okay, let's just do one more. I'm leaving a little teeny bit of light. And this one is our darkest, and on this side. Oops, I went right over that leaf. Okay. All right, let's try one more. Let's try this one here. And just keep practicing. Then you can come back and touch up any of them that you like, that wasn't so great, you know? But if we don't practice, we're not going to get anywhere. Okay, I need to put my little highlight. Then come back and finish my little coloring it in. Now we're going to come in with our second color, our crimson red. Come down here. This is the one that brightens it up. Very pretty. And we'll come back in here and put our little black spots. Okay, now let's put that little dimple thing. I like to make it like a V. Just darkening it around this area. And then come back with your lightest color. I'm just gonna kind of smear it out. And then I'm gonna come in with my Crimson Lake, and on this side I'm gonna give it a real good color. Let me get a drink. Okay, deepening it and deepening it. There we go. Now we got it. Now I'm going to just put a little bit of color over the top of our things. Highlights. That one I didn't do very good. We're just making ourselves a little bowl of cherries. Okay. So I think you got the idea. On the cherries. So let's work on some of the stems. So let's see what we got in my hand here. We got the light color for our leaves. Pale sage. I'm always trying to read the one that's in German. And it is 10.89. And we've got cerulean green, 10.20. And I have a 10.05 lime peel. And I used for the stems to start with. No, that's the one. Never mind. Put that away. Forget it. Forget I said that. Okay, so we've got olive green and dark green. 9.11 and 9.08. And we're just going to work on our leaves a little bit. I'm not going to do them all online. But we'll come back and okay, I'm going to start with our pale sage. I'm just going to come in and give them a little base coat. Just like that. I already used that one, so now we're going to come in with our lemon peel. And I'm going to come right up in here and a little bit on this side. I'm not going over the spine. I'm just giving it a little on either side. And then we're going to come in with our olive green, which is our lightest dark color. And I'm just going to start right here at the very, very edge. And I'm just going to come up into these leaves and just do the edge, just the edge. I want to leave that color. The same on this side. Just go slow and just pull that color down. Push it up and pull it down. Okay. So now we're going to take our last color, our dark green, 908. And the first thing I'm going to do with a sharp pencil is I'm going to come right down the side of that spine like that. And now we're going to do this again. And I want to make sure I'm leaving some of that green. You can push your pencil all the way up that black line, but leave some of that green. Okay? Same with this side. You can go up all the way to the spine of this leaf. Just like that. And you can come down the other side with the dark, just a little bit. Doesn't that make a pretty leaf? So now we want to come up our cherry leaf. And we're just trying to put it right on the edge. Like that. No? Let's do another one. All right, so we started with our cerulean green. That's what we did our leaves with, our stems and the spine. And we're just going to fill it in. Not pressing hard, just filling it in. Like that. this thing off. Those wristbands do help. If your wrists get tired, they strengthen them. They give you more power. You just have to wear them the whole thing. Sometimes where you put your thumb in and everything for work. Or sleep in them, because you have to sleep with your hand back like that. They said it's to get the blood circulating in your wrists, because you're putting them at an angle that keeps your blood from circulating the way it should when you're on the keyboard so much. Okay. We're just going to start with our edge. And do it so you can see. We're just going over our edge. And then on this side too. We're not going up into the spine. We're just doing the edge. Just like that. And we're going to switch to our dark color. Our dark green. 908. And I'm just going to come back down this stem. And when I get to the very bottom, I'm just putting more. And just kind of take my pencil and come right along the very edge. The narrower you can get it, the better. So now we're just going to start by going back and forth, and then you got to be careful because you'll lose your color. If you do it in a few spots, it's okay because it'll just look better. No, and maybe more natural or something, I don't know. Okay, and that just makes that spine pop out. I learned in toll painting, it just white on one side and dark on the other, and it just makes it pop. So I'm gonna just don't get on your white, but just like that. Let's do one more, okay? I hope you're having fun with this one. This is just a practice. This little bowl of cherries. You could draw yourself some cherries. This would be easy enough, right? All right, so let's go back to the beginning. We're going to take our lightest color, our pale sage, 1089, and we're going to just go right up that stem. See, I'm just making little tiny strokes back and forth like that. And it does help you to stay up that line. Like that. And we're just gonna give it a light little dusting. Just like that. Okay. And let's switch to our next color, our cerulean. Okay. I don't think I used that light color last time, huh? I just came straight in here. So that's okay. We won't use that color. So now, my little best friend lime peel. When I order these, I'm going to order 2 of these. I seem to like it. Now we're just going to go on either side like that. And then we're going to take our olive green. And I have this on my finger. It's a little rubber thing because I'm getting a little knot there and it hurts. And it's like I'm rubbing off the skin. So I know if I hold my hand different, it would be different. But I don't. I got in the habit for a little while and then I started going back to my old habit. But if I put that on there, I can just rest my little hand. Sometimes I put a little Band-Aid on it. I just color too much, I think. But I get all my work done and then I'm like, what do I want to do now? It's done, why not color? So I color. Okay. It's going to be pretty, huh, when we get it done? Alright, so now we're going to make that little line on this side. And did I tell you this is our dark green? I'm just gonna, this leave's bigger so it's easier. And my pencil sharpened. I should have had it more sharpened on the other ones. I'm just bringing it down a little more so we can just make a, whoops, tiny little line on that side. I'm pressing a little harder on this side. Okay. Let's see. I'm thinking about our bowl. I don't know. Let's do one more leaf. Oh, we forgot to come down the one side. Okay. So we just went down like that. Oops. up the spine. Nice and heavy on the spine. And just light. Just to give it kind of like a base coat. Okay. Then we're going to take our lime peel. Again. I'm just going to go up and down on either side so that this will shine out behind our darker color. And we're going to take our olive green just get the edges and then come in a little bit. You can come in as far as you want or stay way out on the edges. But that helps leave like that. And then come down the spine like that. And this one too. I like to fill it in a little more there. Like that. And then you can take your lime green or one of the lighter greens if you want to. And you can just kind of go over it like that. And it just kind of blends it more together. Push it away if you don't want to put the color into your light color. Pull it this way if you want it in there. Because sometimes it's really pretty. And I just went over my little spine and I don't want to do that. I just barely touched it. I took it off. And that just blends it. Really pretty. Okay. So what are we going to make? What color are we going to make our bowl? We got to do something pretty. I'm thinking we're going to put some green in it. So let's use this cerulean green and start. Coming around the lip. I was thinking blue, but I think we're going to do green. I think it'll look pretty. Time we get all the leaves and the cherries done. But you can make your bowl any color you want. Okay. Let's do this little bottom part. Like that. Okay. we could paint it gold and just let all this pretty green. I love this color green. We could just fill it all in. And I have some watercolors that are gold. Let's try it. See if we can get this part done tonight. Then we'll do a little video doing my bird. So I'm pressing, I am pressing, because I want the wax to really cover this. So I don't know how this is going to work. Now I know if you put down a wax pencil and then go over it, like that helps protect. What's on the other side? Oh, it's black. It might be okay. Well, this is going to be a pretty picture. All right. I need my little cushion on my pencil. There we go. Let's see. Better do the parts I do know where it's going. See, this is like the leaf on the inside, but then I get lost a little bit there, which one to fill in. So I don't know. I'm lost, I don't know. See, I don't know whether to, I don't know which end is, well, let's just fill this thing in, quit worrying about it. Okay. So, I can use acrylic paint too. I have lots of golds and coppers. I don't know which one would be least intrusive to my page. We're almost there. Okay. So, let me look. What is this one? This is not gold or silver. Let's see what all I got here. Okay. I think that would be too dark. Yeah. That's too yellow. This is my favorite one, but I don't know if there's anything in there. That's kind of a... Whoops, sorry. Shake you all up. Let me see what's... Let's check it out. Okay, I think that made up my mind. We're going to use this. And it is called Rich Expresso. Let me get these all out of my way. I do have a little jar of water in case I need it. And I have a little baby wipe that I've used to clean up something else. Whoops, we missed a little tiny spot. So I know I have another brush in there. Let's see. That one will work. That I put. I think this one will work fine. Alright, so I'd gotten some of these with the little balls on the end. And they have brushes and they're perfect for everything you don't want to ruin. So let's try it. It's in my book, so if I ruin it, we don't have to worry about it. Okay. And I usually paint right on my lids. So I have this little tiny paintbrush. And I'm not going to water it down. Because I want it to be this color. I'm not sure why people water it down. I don't want any more water on my book. This is very opaque. So I want to make sure I don't go over things. That I don't want covered up because they will disappear. Now, if you don't have any little tiny brushes like this, eyeliner brushes work well. I've done that. I hunted to find these little brushes. They're the Royal Majestic. It's a 3-0. And I got them off of Amazon, so. I've used Royal for years with toll painting. Okay, it is giving it a tiny, tiny bit of a little pucker. But I'm sure when it dries, it will lay down. This is just going to take a slow, steady hand. Don't try to do too much at once. Just a little bit. But I think this is going to make a beautiful, beautiful bowl in my color book. Or yours. And that's just Deco Art. I can tell you right now it's cheaper to go to Home Depot or Michael's or somewhere than trying to get them off of Amazon unless they've come down. There were so many of them when you were trying to get stuff on Amazon that they were really gouging you. It was crazy. Okay, I can't tell. Guess it won't matter. This is going to take such a teeny tiny bit of paint. I think the green makes it really good, really pretty with standing out. But you do want to be careful, don't get out of the lines. It's not erasable. And I did cover something up down there, but that's all right. It'll be okay. And every once in a while, stop and rinse your brush out. Which I'm going to do now. Okay. Oh, that's going to be pretty. I rinse my brush out every once in a while. It's just stop from drying up inside there somewhere. And if you need a second coat, put the first one on really, really thin, because that will help protect your paper too. And if your paper is thin, give it with one of your cheap pencils, just give it a coat. A thin coat of wax or oil that you're using. And that will help protect underneath too. See, it hasn't taken that long. We're already almost halfway done. I wonder if acrylic paint is better for your book than the watercolors. I guess it depends how much water you use. I'm just trying to make sure I don't leave any little piles of paint anywhere. Just spreading it out everywhere. It looks like this book is taking it quite well. And I can't tell, but it looks like it's covering okay. Oh, I can't wait to see this done. I think it's going to be stunning. I did the little frog today in the other book like this. Oh my gosh, I wish I'd have filmed it. It turned out so cute. I don't want to be prejudiced, but I think it's the best one I've seen yet. He really turned out cute. And the background and so now you have to wait till I get some done up so I can do a little show. I forgot those seahorses that I painted in there, or in that book. So that must have been the first thing. I was thinking I hadn't painted in the Lost Oceans at all, but evidently I did, because they turned out really pretty. Okay, let's see. I gotta fill all this little booger stuff up. And just like a pencil, if you roll it a little bit, you can keep your brush from getting all wackled. But I forget. Then when my little brush is all bent and crooked, I'm like, oh. My daughter surprised me today, and she bought me these really cool sandals for Mother's Day. She ordered them though. I'm so excited. She said they are super comfortable. I don't know where she always finds those shoes that she gets, but oh my gosh, she's always got the best shoes. I learned to save my money and buy one good pair of shoes, then a whole bunch that are gonna wear out and aren't comfortable anyway. I've always been hard on shoes ever since I was a little girl. I used to wear those black and white shoes. And I guess I walked funny because I wear them off on one side. So your foot must not come right or something. I don't know. I don't do that anymore, so it must have just been something I did growing up. Saddle Oxford shoes, that's what they used to call them. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go over that or not. Let's see. Wet a little Q-tip and see if I can get some of that off. Yay, look at that. Okay, so if you have your your oil painting down, your pencils down, you can get it off of that. Well, you guys should be getting a real close look because you're seeing it closer than I am. I have my camera way down here. I hope you've been seeing my bowl. Let's see. I hope I wasn't out of camera range. I'm sorry if I was. I think I'm going to have to do some touch-ups here and there. where I might have missed some spots, but I think it's pretty much covering. That'll be okay if I have to cover it up a little bit more. It's going to be pretty pretty. I like the green behind it, but then I like green. I like all shades of green. So you get a little tiny brush and you can go slow. You can get into these little spots. This is just my favorite glittery. It's kind of a coppery color. I've gone through so many bottles of this when I paint stuff and do things. Hey, we're already to the other end. I think we need to do this little spot right there. This is kind of intense. I can see there's going to be a few, but I'll do that tomorrow when I can see. And tomorrow I'll finish up the bowl of cherries and the leaves, and then we'll come back in. We'll do the bird, and we'll do the background. Might have to touch up a few spots on the green too. I don't know yet. Well, I'm glad I picked this instead of the watercolor, because it's really not buckled the page at all. And I can see where there's spots that I need to go back and fix. but the page is laying perfectly flat, and so wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do, because when the light hits it one way, I'll have to do it when I get to. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Wow. This would be even pretty framed. Oh my gosh. Always clean your brushes, never leave them in the water. That ruins your brushes. Wow. Let's turn this around so you can see, and I got too much junk on my desk. Wow. Isn't that pretty? This is going to be so gorgeous. I did pretty good. But there's spots that I'll touch up. There's a little spot here where I should have smoothed it out more, but that's okay. Wow, I love it. I hope you guys like it. It is just gorgeous. We're going to do both pages, so it's going to be pretty. I don't know exactly what we're going to do with the background on here, but that little bird we'll work on him, and that will be really pretty. So let me get you up higher. Move this little book over. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if it's as pretty on camera as it is. Yeah, you can see it glistening and shining. Woohoo! Well, thank you everybody for watching the video, and I will see you in part 2. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If nobody's told you today that they love you, you are valuable, and I appreciate you, and you have a lot of worth. See you tomorrow.